Welcome to the fifth episode of CMR Drive Forward podcast. This is your host, Shipra, and I take care of the smart mobility practice at CMR. Today, we'll be diving into one of the most exciting shifts happening right now in the automotive space. That's the EV revolution. So we have joining us Rishabh Sakhlecha, founder and director at Reliable Charge. Great to have you here, Rishabh.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak at your platform, and thank you, CMR, for giving us the opportunity. Looking forward to the conversation.
Sure. So, Rishabh, let's just start simple, okay? Uh, Tell us about Reliable Charge. What's the vision behind the company? How did it started? What's the problem that you're trying to solve in this EV ecosystem?
So, ma'am, reliable charge. I got the idea in 24 that we should start something on the EV line. I've been into sustainable energy for quite some time. Entire career of mine has been in
Mm,
that. And in 24, we decided to venture into EV charging infrastructure. In 25, first Jan 25 was the first charger that we deployed.
okay.
And since then, we deploy, own, and operate the entire charging network.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically for fleet operators, residential apartments, corporate offices,
Okay.
commercial spaces like malls, restaurants. So we are a basically capital-led CPO model
Hmm.
where we are not just selling hardware, we are running the entire show end to end. So
Okay.
as a service providing to the customers. In terms of the problem we are trying to solve, the Indian ecosystem is growing quite fast.
Hmm.
But charging infrastructure is not as fast as the vehicles are moving.
Hmm. Right. Right.
And this is not just a supply problem, it is more of a trust problem.
Hmm.
The consumer does not trust that I will find a charger.
Hmm. Okay.
So, and that is one of the biggest hurdles from him in buying a EV.
EV vehicle. Yes.
And the range anxiety isn't about the battery range, it is more about how reliable the charging infra is.
Right. Whether it will work or not work
So
or.
that was the whole, mindset when we started this, and we've been always we have a motto stating that reliability is not a feature; it's a foundation.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that is a bar that we've set for ourselves that if we install a charger, we want it to be reliable,
Hmm.
and the consumer should not feel that अगर मैं उस साइट पे गया तो मेरे को चार्जर ऑफ मिलेगा.
Right.
So that is the problem that we are trying to solve.
So I with the name I can understand that's why reason that's the reason why you have kept the name as Reliable
Yeah.
Charge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just mentioned that the EV space is evolving really fast, right?
Yeah.
How do you see the industry shaping in say next 3 to 5 years, and what are the biggest technology shifts according to you that's happening in the EV today?
So, ma'am, if you've observed in the market, I think the two-wheeler and three-wheeler segments,
Hmm.
particularly Ola, Ather,
Hmm.
TVS, Bajaj, everyone is here. Everyone is here with the big volumes.
Right.
The four-wheeler segment, I would say, is still growing. It's at
Hmm.
an early stage.
Hmm.
Uh, Now, in the near term future, I feel that fleet electrification,
Hmm.
cabs, last mile delivery, a lot of school buses,
Hmm.
these are where this is viable
Hmm.
and most of the action is happening.
Hmm.
And a lot of people, a lot of narrative says that India is competing against China. I would say it's right now it's too soon to say that,
Hmm.
and it's
Hmm.
a aspirational thing.
Hmm.
But operationally, till the time we are not able to solve range, reliability, the residual value of chargers, the second-hand vehicles.
Hmm. Hmm.
We are still a long way from there.
Hmm.
The entire EV ecosystem,
Hmm.
in terms of financing, insurance, service networks, there is a lot to be catched up on.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
a lot is happening. We've seen a big shift from AC charging to DC charging.
Right. Hmm.
Initially, all the RWAs used to ask for AC chargers. Now, most of the RWAs are asking for DC
The
chargers,
fast charging,
and
right?
they are
Hmm.
fast charging
Hmm.
chargers.
Hmm.
And people do not have the tolerance for slow charging. They want fast charging.
They don't have patience
They
also.
don't have patience. So
Right.
there is a lot of movement in the industry. I feel this will happen. I think AC chargers will be only a percentage of the segment, but DC charging will take a bigger
Hmm.
market share. I
Hmm.
would, that's what I feel.
Okay.
Apart from that, in terms of technology, I feel the OCPP, which is basically the interoperability
Hmm.
between networks,
Hmm.
will play a major role because from a user's perspective, I feel that a user wants to just have one app,
Hmm.
just
Right. Yeah.
maintain one wallet.
Hmm.
And the operators who are seriously in this segment have already started opening up their networks towards each other.
Hmm.
Um, like we have opened our network to a lot of other CPOs,
Okay.
and users from their apps are using our network.
Hmm.
And I think that will be a big play in the near-term future.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I think. Well, thank you so much. I mean, you have really mentioned a lot of things, and I truly agree with most of it because, yeah, EV is definitely, and obviously the DC charging, right? Because
Yeah.
people are, want they want their life to be very fast. They don't have patience. They lack patience. Everyone out there. So I'm sure DC chargers will, grab a lot of market share later on. So, since we talked about DC charging and fast charging and battery swapping, right? How do you see this playing out? What are
So
they?
battery swapping exists right now in the two-wheeler segment and
Mm,
three-wheeler segment.
yes,
Not that much in the four-wheeler segment.
yes, yeah.
Worldwide, four-wheeler segment, the battery swapping, though innovations are coming out, but it is quite low.
Mm,
I think battery swapping makes sense for two-wheelers
right.
mostly because it's a quick swap.
Mm,
The batteries are light. It
mm,
is easy to do it. In terms of four-wheelers, I still believe people who have the opportunity to charge using a AC charger at homes
mm,
will be using AC chargers. However, the DC chargers are more for highways,
mm,
for public destination chargings.
mm,
Like the network that we are trying to build, we are trying to ensure that we have public charging infrastructure where if a user is on the road
mm,
and is facing a low battery issue, he is able to find our charger
mm,
easily.
mm, mm,
Being a focused network within Delhi NCR, we are trying to aim that we have chargers across prominent
mm.
places
City.
across Delhi, such
Mm,
as the Ring Road or prominent places where a user does pass through.
mm, mm,
And for him, using a fast charger at these locations just helps him top up at a really small amount of time, within a small amount of time.
right.
So that is what I foresee. I mean, DC charging will be more for quick top ups, not
Mm.
0 to 100% charge.
Okay. So, Rishabh, just out of curiosity, I want to understand, I mean, is it possible or do you see that since you said AC charging is, applicable for homes and, those kind of, I mean, the places like homes and all, but DC is for commercial use, right? So, is there a possibility or in future maybe DC charging can be installed in homes as well
So,
or
ma'am, we are in RWA specifically, we've got multiple societies where we've installed DC chargers. However, when we install a DC charger, it comes with a combination of AC chargers. We
right.
do install about five, six AC chargers with a DC charger.
Okay.
And the only reason for doing that is that generally AC charging is more good for your battery health.
Okay.
So naturally, you would want to use AC charging more
Hmm.
and DC charging only when there's a sense of urgency.
Hmm. 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 hmm,
Plus, sometimes there is a situation where AC charging, because it takes a lot of time, the chargers are occupied,
hmm,
and people who are unable to,
hmm.
charge in time or using those chargers do
Hmm.
have the facility of a DC charger. And
Okay.
that's the reason why we install these at RWAs.
Okay. Got it. So, infrastructure is often called the backbone of EV adoption, right? So, what are the biggest challenge in building a charging infrastructure in India? What do you?
Ma'am, in terms of the biggest hurdles, since we started in the last 15 months, I
Uh-huh.
think the biggest hurdle for us has been getting the power.
Hmm. Okay.
Though there is a lot of push from the policy side
Hmm.
that power will be made available in 10, 15, 20 days. However, at certain location, it takes time to the tune of 1 to 2 months to get the power. So
Hmm.
I believe even if we deploy the infra, if we deploy the charger, everything is ready on the site.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, Getting the power, if that gets delayed, the revenue gets delayed.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's the biggest challenge a CPO faces,
Hmm.
delays.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Because we take time, say about 2 to 3 months for us to market the charger,
Right.
for us to ensure that the consumers are aware that we have a new charge point at this particular location. So
Hmm.
any which way, that is a delay
Hmm.
in starting the revenue. If the power is another hurdle, this
Hmm.
delay becomes a 6 months delay,
Right.
and that 6 months delay kills us sometimes.
Right.
Apart from that, the everyone talks about infrastructure on highways,
Hmm.
and that EVs are something that can be driven only within city.
Hmm.
When we talk about highways, the highway, most of the grid is rural grid,
Hmm.
and the load availability on these rural grids are a challenge.
Okay.
Sometimes to get the power, you have to draw a 200 or a 300-meter line. That's a heavy investment.
Hmm.
So, as CPOs, as privately funded CPOs, the biggest challenge is policies like FAME 2 exist,
Right.
but they only look at manufacturing
Hmm.
or vehicles. They don't look at infrastructure.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, they don't help us in funding, charger installations,
Hmm.
increasing the number of chargers.
Hmm.
Uh, they are more towards vehicles and increasing the EV sale, but
Hmm.
it's a chicken and egg story.
Right.
So, till the time there is not enough infrastructure, people will
Right.
not be confident
Hmm.
in buying a EV.
Right.
There's another line where people say that, EVs are just for the city and
Hmm.
you need a ICE vehicle for the highways. Now, many people
Okay.
cannot afford two cars.
Right. Yes.
So if someone wants to just have an EV, he has to be comfortable in driving it anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is what we are trying to build.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. So, Rishabh, talking about sustainability and circular economy, right? How is reliable contributing to sustainability, in this EV charging space?
So, ma'am, to be honest, right now, when we install a charger,
Hmm.
these are powered by the grid power.
Hmm.
The grid power not necessarily is green power. It
Right.
is
Hmm.
power which is derived from coal-based plants. So
Right.
it's not clean energy.
Hmm.
What we can say is that when a car comes to charge with us,
Hmm.
and if a EV is on the road and if we are powering that EV,
Hmm.
that car is there because one less ICE vehicle is there,
Right.
and the CO2 emissions that were generated using that ICE vehicle, we've stopped that.
Stop that. Yeah.
So that is one way of looking at it.
Hmm.
Second way, what we are working on is buying power directly from surplus power which is generated using solar energy.
Hmm.
We are working on that direction. Most of the power that we procure is from discoms.
Okay.
However, with smart meters, we can now trade power and
Okay.
we can now procure sustainable power
Okay. Okay.
at a much better price than the grid power.
Hmm.
So it helps us in our economics
Hmm.
and it is green power.
Hmm.
But till the time this does not get streamlined, we
Right.
cannot say as CPOs that we are 100% sustainable,
Sustainable. Yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
power providers.
Right, right. Okay. So, Rishabh, talking about roles and innovations, right? Any unique technologies or solutions that you're working on, or we could see from reliable charge
So
coming in?
since the time we started,
Hmm.
we observed, I mean, this is pre even setting up reliable charge. When I
Okay.
looked at the industry,
Okay.
uh, I saw a lot of chargers being installed at places where, even a car cannot reach. So why would you
Okay.
install a charger at a point
Where cars
where a
not coming.
car does not have access to that charger?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I thought it does not make sense. It is
Hmm.
capital being wasted.
Hmm.
It is asset being deployed,
Hmm.
but zero revenue generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So initially, when we started building a model for ourselves, and
Okay.
this is a model we heavily rely on
Hmm.
for each and every site that comes to us. We
Hmm.
run an AI software. We run it through our AI software.
Okay.
We score that particular site.
Hmm. Hmm.
So site scoring is something that has been there with us from day one.
Okay.
If a particular site does not have a good score,
Hmm.
if we are able to ascertain that, this site will not be able to generate enough revenue,
Enough
we do
revenue.
not deploy a charger there.
Okay.
Because it is not about the number of chargers that we have, it is more about the utilization that we are driving from that particular charger.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
would say in terms of innovations, we are strategically deploying our chargers. We are confident when we deploy a charger somewhere that we will be able to generate revenue from this particular charger.
Right. So
So
when you
in terms of innovation, I feel that this is the biggest innovation that we are trying to do.
Yeah. So when you say score, right, how do
Yeah.
you define a score? I mean, obviously at
So,
reliable.
ma'am, there are multiple factors. We have more than about 100 parameters
Okay.
where we see the population density of a location. We
Hmm.
see, the EV cars that are being used in that particular area,
The
the
economical
sales
index also.
numbers,
Hmm.
the traffic on that particular route.
Hmm.
There's an exhaustive list of
Hmm.
locations.
Hmm.
We even track the security at that particular location
Hmm.
because biggest challenge, one of the big challenges I forgot to mention earlier, is of theft.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Security is a big concern because if we deploy a charger and the guns go missing, it's a 2 month setback for us
Right.
because insurance,
Hmm.
FIR, everything takes time and the charger is offline.
Right, right.
So it impacts the numbers.
Mm-hmm. So, talking about AI, right? Everyone is talking about AI, IoT. So, I'm sure you must be leveraging these, technologies also. Are you leveraging it, and if you are
Uh,
leveraging it, how are you doing it?
so we are leveraging it in multiple departments.
Hmm.
One for sites scoring.
Okay.
Second, for our operations, we
Hmm.
track each and every charger. Uh, the If it goes offline, why does it go offline?
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
many times does it go offline?
Hmm.
What is the reason for it to go offline? So we
Hmm.
keep tracking that.
Okay. Okay.
And the operation
Real time.
team takes, yeah, so
Okay.
the team takes these data points seriously and then acts on it.
Okay. Okay.
We're
Yeah.
also doing that in terms of power loss.
Hmm.
So if, for example, if there is a loss in power of to the tune of 20 to 25% when we started,
Okay.
we have been able to bring it down to less than 10%.
Oh, okay.
And that is where we are trying to use it. We are trying to enable all the employees in the company
Hmm.
to benefit from this AI. I mean, AI is not necessarily a replacement to human talent.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say it is enabling them to perform their tasks in a much better way
Much better.
and
Yeah.
in a calculated way.
Right,
So we
right.
are using it for analyzing and for creating data points which help us internally to make our systems better.
Okay, okay, great. So, talking about partnerships, right? They are really critical for any, ecosystem. So,
Yeah.
what are your key? I mean, you can't. I mean, if possible, you can name them, or you can just give me an overview of what are your partners, who are your partners, like, and how do you collaborate with them in this EV journey?
So, ma'am, generally, partnerships, I feel it is a very selective subject.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we are a bit selective in who
Hmm.
we partner with. And
Hmm.
in terms of on the hardware side, for example, hardware is a big component of our
Right.
industry.
Right.
So, when we, partner with any charger manufacturer,
Hmm.
uh, we the prime concerns are the uptime,
Hmm.
the after sales support.
Right.
If it's not there, we face a challenge
Hmm.
because at a certain level, we need support from the charger manufacturer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh, and today, the market is flooded with OEMs who are manufacturing chargers.
Hmm.
The charger might be cheap. The
Hmm.
charger, everyone talks about pricing. But for us, it is, when we are creating infrastructure, it should not be a liability, it should be asset.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if not, if that selection is not proper, it becomes a liability.
Hmm. So basically, the
Uh,
quality of the.
yeah. So, and eh, the industry is very small.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if a user faces a challenge charging his vehicle,
Hmm.
uh, and one bad review
Hmm. Right. Absolutely.
turns out to be, losing 10 customers.
Yeah. It will be a nightmare.
So for us, the charger is very critical.
Yeah.
And that's why we have limited people who we are procuring our chargers from.
Okay.
In terms of software,
Hmm.
we've opened up our network. We are partnering with a lot of other CPOs
Hmm.
so that, when we share our infrastructure,
Hmm.
it just helps users to be able to see the kind of network that is available to them. And
Right.
that pushes them towards buying a EV.
Right.
And
Right.
it is, I would say that even though CPOs are my competition, but if we do not open up, if we are not doing that kind of things, then we are, just stopping the industry from evolving.
Hmm. 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 So, any partnerships that you are looking to build going forward, Rishabh?
So, ma'am,
Right, apart from the ones that you already have. Any?
in terms of partnerships, I would say that most of them are charger related partnerships that I already spoke about,
Uh,
or tying up with CPOs. Apart from that, there is tie up with car manufacturers so
hmm,
that when a user purchases the car, the first thing
hmm,
he does is after driving the car in his infotainment system, he would try to search for chargers. So
hmm.
we want to ensure that our network is available there
Right.
so that the user has access to it when he's on the road without even having an app. When
Hmm.
he searches for a charger on in the infotainment system of his car, our network is available to him.
Available there. Yeah.
So those are the partnerships that we generally look at.
Hmm.
And then there is obviously fleet partnerships. It is B2B.
Hmm.
So that's a big chunk of the revenue that we drive. So we operate a hub and we've got an extensive fast charging network. So
Hmm.
it's all opportunity charging.
Hmm.
Anyone who's driving a cab or is a logistics service provider
Hmm.
is using his vehicle extensively. It
Hmm.
is not a retail user who charges once in a week. He charges maybe twice in a day. So
Right.
that is a big revenue source for us.
Hmm.
And we've got partnership with more than about 12 fleet operators.
Okay.
And that is the partnership that we are doing with. We've got certain major cab operating networks who we are partnered with, and we are looking forward to, there are multiple in the pipeline. We are
Hmm.
looking forward to engaging with more and more, cab operators
Right.
or logistic
Hmm.
companies who
Hmm.
are in this line of work.
Hmm. Since you spoke about fleets and all, right, what do you think is driving, which segment is actually driving the demand, whether it's a two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, or fleets?
Uh, Ma'am, when you see two-wheeler, three-wheeler is a big segment.
Hmm.
Initially, when we started, we did
Hmm.
not focus on two-wheeler and three-wheeler segment.
Hmm.
But as we started deploying chargers at public locations, we are capturing that market as well because we are
Okay.
installing, when we install a 60 kilowatt fast charger, we are obviously catering to, cars or uh, the logistic companies who are
Okay.
operating bigger vehicles.
Hmm. Hmm.
But we were ignoring the smaller segment.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we decided, we pivoted from there. We decided that we should also do something, since we are already operating in that space.
Hmm.
Adding another charger does not make takes so much of an effort,
Right.
and we
Right.
started installing, 10 kilowatt Bharat AC chargers.
Hmm.
And these chargers also started doing pretty much good in terms of numbers. And
Okay.
that's where we realized that, that is a segment which we cannot ignore.
Hmm.
And that is when we started deploying chargers focused to these guys.
Okay.
And, as technology is evolving, fast charging is coming for these segments. We're actively exploring how we can, focus in that particular segment.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's an ongoing process, ma'am. I think with time we are
Right.
trying to see where all the opportunities lie and what all we can add to our product portfolio.
Great. And Rishabh, one more, important question that I would like to ask is, in this capital-intensive industry, right? How is reliable charge scaling? How do you do that?
So, ma'am, right now we are a bootstrap company.
Huh.
Uh, we are deploying capital selectively, I would say.
Hmm.
We wish to deploy thousands of chargers.
Hmm.
In the last 15 months, we've been able to do about 150 odd chargers.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we've got a very good growth number.
Hmm.
We are doing good numbers. I'm happy with our progress.
Hmm.
Uh, Banks are supporting us. They are happy with the vision that we have. They are happy with our performance. So definitely, today it is bootstrapped and backed by multiple banks.
Hmm.
We are also, I think, to reach the targets that we've set for ourselves, we
Hmm.
would be looking at funding from
Fine. Yeah.
investors or
Hmm.
do some sort of partnerships where we are able to accelerate this process
Hmm.
of deploying charges. But as of today, we are totally bootstrapped.
Okay. Okay. See, one last question. I mean, it's a very
Okay.
common question, but I would really like you to answer. Like, looking ahead, what does, EV future look like to you, uh, according to reliable charge?
So, ma'am, future, I think
So
in
maybe for 3 to 5 years, you can. I mean, I don't go beyond 5 or 10 years, but yeah, near future, you can say 3 to 5 years.
I think India can build a world-class EV
Hmm.
ecosystem.
Hmm.
I honestly believe that we are getting there.
Hmm.
Everyone is working on ensuring that the chargers are online.
Hmm.
We are increasing our manufacturing base. Uh, the chargers used to come from China. Now they are being manufactured in India. A lot of manufacturers have come up.
Hmm.
The technology is developing at a fast pace.
Hmm.
The policy intent is there. The government is supporting this particular segment. The market is scaling. The numbers are increasing. People are buying EVs. So, honestly, I feel that EVs were something for enthusiasts.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now EVs will become a default
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
where people would want their second car to be a EV, if
EV.
not first.
Yeah. Hmm.
Because there is cost economics involved. And everyone thinks that, if there is a benefit to the pocket, it
Hmm.
makes sense.
Hmm. And with so much
Uh,
awareness around EV, right? I mean, people like you, a company like you, who are, generating awareness and, trying to deploy. Me as a, individual, I would also feel that anxiety. I don't know if I buy a EV. I have not bought an EV ever, but now with all the awareness and everything, I have some confidence that yes, at one point of time, I could buy an EV, looking at the infrastructure growing and everything. So yeah.
I think 5 years down the line, I think
Hmm.
fleet electrification will become
Hmm.
a common standard.
Right.
Commercial vehicles, most of the commercial vehicles will move to
EV.
EVs,
Hmm.
be it be buses or trucks or school buses or trucks in mining,
Hmm.
buses used in intercity transport.
Right.
That's where I see it going. I think it's a real operational challenge more than
Hmm. Hmm.
anything else because as a CPO, the biggest challenge for us is to keep the chargers on
Hmm.
and keep the chargers working.
Hmm.
If we are able to do our job, uh, we are playing a part in the ecosystem. And similarly, if the manufacturer is able to produce the demand we have internally and the external demand
Hmm.
worldwide,
Hmm.
so everyone's playing a part in developing the ecosystem, and I see no end to it.
Right, right. Rishabh, just a thought came into my mind. I just want to understand a last thing from you. There are a lot of charging operators that we see, in and around. How is reliable charge different from those? What is that one, thing that makes you really different from other, same similar companies?
So, ma'am, for us, our focus has been a small region.
Hmm.
We operate out of Delhi NCR
Hmm. Like you
prominently.
said, yeah.
Uh, uh, as the name suggests,
Hmm.
for us, reliability is not a feature. It is our foundation.
Right.
I mean, we strongly believe that if a user goes to a charger, it
Hmm.
has to be reliable.
Right.
If it is offline, if it's not working,
Working,
if
yeah.
it is not delivering the power that is promised,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
then it's not reliable.
Right. Hmm. Hmm.
So it is a motto. It is something that we deeply believe in.
Hmm.
Uh, we ensure, and for us, it's not about installing thousands and ten
Right.
thousands of
Yeah.
chargers. It's
Yeah.
about operating, even if it's about 150 chargers, our aim is to be that, 90% of the time it's operational. Not having 10,000 chargers and being operational only 60% of the time. That's a big hit
Hmm. Hmm.
for the customer.
Hmm.
So it is customer focused, reliability focused. Once again, I mean, reliability for us is not a feature, it's a
Foundation.
foundation.
Yes.
And that's the motto that we, work on every day.
Great. So great insights, Rishabh. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. And for all the EV viewers or overall viewers, whenever you find a charger that's reliable, you know where to go, right? So, to our listeners, that was Rishabh Sakhlecha from Reliable Charge sharing how they are powering the EV ecosystem. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time. Bye bye.